Paper goes in, paper goes in, big blue.
Recycling is important, especially on this campus. We live in a finite world with limited resources. As Christians dedicated to honoring God in all we do, we have a responsibility to be mindful of our earth. One simple yet vital way of doing that is recycling.
Just to make sure we're all on the same page, we're going to lay out the basics of recycling here on this campus. It's important that we recycle well, because when non-recyclables are found in the recycling bins, all of it gets put into the trash. So, here on Wheaton College campus, we have two types of recycling, paper and co-mingle.
Hey Ben,
Oh, hi Cindy.
we should not throw this away into this gray bin over here.
Oh, why not?
Because this is Co-Mingle, so it can go into a recycling bin.
Oh, what is Co-Mingle?
Co-Mingle includes aluminum products, but also plastic bottles and glass.
So this can be recycled?
Yes, because it's plastic.
Oh. And this can be recycled?
Yes, because this is glass. So Ben, let's go and find a recycling bin that we can throw all of them in.
Awesome.
Oh look, Ben, there is actually a plastic glass can bin that we can throw our recyclable items in.
But be careful with plastic.
For a plastic to be recyclable, it must have the triangular recycling symbol with a number 1 through 7 on it. The symbol is typically found on the bottom of a container. Most hard plastics will have this symbol, while most filmy plastics will not. However, that is a generalization, and you must always check for the symbol before recycling. Styrofoam and plastic bags cannot be recycled here, no matter the symbol.
Can I recycle that for you?
Of course, May.
Thank you. All right, Cindy.
Let's start recycling.
Okay.
So we'll start with paper first.
Okay.
This cardboard coffee sleeve can be recycled. My loose paper homework can also be recycled. This newspaper can also be recycled. And plus, also magazines too can be recycled. This is Co-Mingle, and it has a symbol 6 on the top of it, so it can be recycled.
Plastic is part of the co-mingle category. How about the trash? So these cannot be recycled because they're waxy, correct?
Yes.
And also, this napkin cannot be recycled.
Yes.
And how about this Sam's cup?
Sam's cup cannot be recycled because it has waxy coating instead of them, so this should be thrown into trash.
Okay. And how about the soup box? It's paper, right?
Yeah, it is paper, but it's normally contaminated with food already. So you cannot recycle anything, any paper that's been contaminated.
Okay.
So you should throw them away into trash as well.
Does that apply to a pizza box as well?
Yes. This pizza box, even though it's made of cardboard, but it has grease on it. So it's contaminated by food and grease. It cannot be recycled, so it should go into the trash bin.
But the coffee lid that I recycled had coffee on it still. Should I have thrown that in the trash?
No. Even though co-mingles are contaminated by food, it still can be recycled because we have two different recycling processes for paper and co-mingle. For co-mingle, we can burn off the contamination in the process. However, for paper, we cannot. So, we can recycle contaminated co-mingle, but we cannot recycle contaminated paper. Outside of all the dorm rooms, there should be 4 types of bins.
Always be sure to read the label before putting your trash in. This one says cans, glass, and plastics, so it's co-mingle, so I can put this in. These are brown, large dumpsters, so they are for trash. This is a large blue bin, and it says cardboard and mixed paper, so it's for paper. And this smaller brown bin says electronics is for electronics.
Even though there are 2 types of recycling on Wheaton College campus, each dorm room is only given 1 recycling bin. So we have 2 easy tips for you on how to better divide your recycling. First, you can take a plastic paper bag and use it as a second recycling bin to fill with all your paper and throw that into the paper recycling. The second option is to take a plastic bag and to use it and cover half of your recycling bin. Now you have 2 sides, and you can put one with co-mingle and one with paper. However, you must remember, if you ever use a plastic bag, the bag itself cannot go into the recycling bin, and so you must dump out your co-mingles into the recycling bin and throw the bag away, or come back and reuse it as your second part of your recycling bin.
Paper, co-mingle, trash. Paper, co-mingle, trash. Paper, co-mingle, trash. No matter what the bins look like, always read the label.
When in doubt,
Throw it out. When we tell you about recycling in a video like this, it makes it sound really complicated. But in reality, when you get the hang of it, it's not that hard.
It's a simple and practical way to serve God and your neighbors by using well the resources He's given us.
Riken recycles, do you?